Hi, this is Chris with Triana Dogs. I'm here with Lucy again. She's been here about 2 weeks and she's learning a lot. She's come a real long way with her potty training and her mouthing has been corrected. Her temperament is really good and she likes to stay close to people, so that's exactly what we want. So I'm going to show you how she's improved on certain things and other things that are coming along well. First, I'm going to show you the place bed, and I want you to notice I don't have to drag her over there or anything like that. And she's waiting to be let go, by the way, from the sit command here. You're free. You're free. Place. You see, there's no tension on the leash when I do that. She goes right up there, because this is a good spot for her. She likes it very much. She's been getting all of her food on there. She gets treats on here. She gets praise, and she's never told what to do here. This is her little private haven. She's the boss. All she can't do is she can't get off, and she can't bark or whine or be a nuisance. But she can clean herself like that, she can scratch herself, roll around, anything else she wants to do. I never tell her to do anything on here. I don't tell her to sit or lay down. It's all up to her. But you'll see she's nice and calm on it. She's laying down. So I'm giving her a lot of treats because I want to encourage that behavior. The calmer she is, the more treats and praise she receives. Now if I want her to get off, I walk up to her, I take the leash, and I say free. And now she knows she's free to roam about the cabin. She can do what she wants. But I always get up close to let her go, and free is always the release. I want her to get back on. Lucy, you're free. You're free. Place. Up, up. Good girl. Good girl. I'll step back. I can kind of walk around, do all sorts of things, create distractions. She still knows just to stay right there. She loves this treat, Bill Jack. I can toss it on the ground, walk away. So let me make sure she saw that. Saw it that time. She knows she can't get off. She's looking around, she wants to get to it. She can't get off. So she gets rewarded for being good. So I'm going to show you some of the other stuff that we've been working on with her. Lucy, you're free. You're free, come on. See, she likes staying on there. Show you some of the other stuff she's learned now. Lucy, hey, sit. Good girl. Now with the command, she's starting to understand that when I tell her she has to sit or lay down, she understands that she has to stay in that position. I don't have to tell her stay. She knows that this is what it means. It's fine if she looks around, if she's aware of her surroundings, that's fine. The thing is, I don't want her to get up out of that spot until I tell her it's all right to. And just like with the place bed, if I want to do that, I walk up, say you're free, and now she can move around again. And the importance of making it a word, and on top of that, making it the motion of touching the dog, is that way they're not just constantly waiting to hear that magic word, and they're not mistaking something else that you say for the word free. You want to make it the motion and the word. So here's the other one. This one's coming along. She might not do it right away. Lucy. Down. Down. So I got her down a little bit. And she gets a treat. And as you can see, it takes her a minute to get into it. She's still starting to understand what down means. But once she's there, it's familiar to her. It's like the sit, where she'll hold that position for as long as I want her to. You see, she's a very good girl, very calm temperament. Nope. She just has to learn to keep all 4 paws on the ground. She's starting to roll a little bit there. And I want her in that exact position, Sphinx-like, paws out. I don't want her rolling on her back to show me the belly. You know, when she shows that belly, she's asking you to submit to her. She's saying, hey, groom me and pet me and pamper me, because I'm in charge. So that's why I don't pet dogs on the belly. Good girl. Free. See, once again, up close, and I give the magic word. Come on, you. Come on. Come on. Sniffing something here. So I've also been working on her recall. She's getting very good with this. Lucy! Good girl. And you see, she came running right to me. I hold on the leash, and I want you to practice on this when you get her home. Hold on to the leash, so then you give her that split second to respond, which she almost always does. But if she doesn't, you can kind of rope her in. Lucy! Very good. And you see, I kind of back up a little bit, kind of initiates a chase, makes it a game for her, so she enjoys coming when called. Lucy! Look at that, nice and fast, very good. And you see, I didn't even have to hold on to the leash. She's really starting to get a grasp of coming when called, and she's very people-focused. She likes to be next to you anyway, so you probably won't have a lot of trouble with that. I've also been working on it with a whistle. It's a little more high-pitched, gets dogs more excited to come. Get her a little away from me, or a treat. Oh, there we go. Good girl. Again. Go on. You see it? Don't you see it? Don't you see it? Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Good girl. Very good. She really likes that clapping. That clapping and the backing up really responds to it well. So I'm going to show you walking her in a loose lead. She's getting very good with this as well. But in the future, what I would suggest is getting her on a training collar. But for now, the slip lead is good. Come on, heel. So just go out front here. Come on. As you can see, she's keeping up with me. She's right about at my left knee. She's not pulling too far in any direction. If she starts to drag behind, I just tap on the leash like that to remind her where she's going. If I want to let her go to sit around, I say free. Now she can do what she wants. And she wants to come over to Cora because she loves Cora. If I want her to start back up, come on, come on. Heel. As you see, she's not pulling ahead. Once in a while, she might steer to the side or she might drag behind because she's curious about something, like Cora being over there. But otherwise, she sticks with me. She's a little excited to be outside, hopping a little bit. I'm not going to punish her for that. She's just a puppy. She gets excited. But when I stop, I expect her to stop as well, just like that. Good girl. Heel. The command is heel. Okay. Heel. Hey. Heel. Easy, easy. So she still needs a couple of corrections. As you can see, she's pulling a little bit, so I'm tapping her backwards. A couple of those taps though, and she starts to get the idea. Now she's keeping up with me. She's right about my left knee where I want her. When I stop, she knows to stop too. Good girl. So Lucy's coming along very well. And like I was saying, that once she gets a little bigger, I think the prong collar will be best. I'll talk to you more about that later on. But being a puppy, I want to keep her on this to not scare her too much, not to weird her out. Because the prong collars could be confusing for a dog. And for a dog this young, it'd be a little much. But she's doing great. She's going to be going home soon. Real happy with her progress. There's your girl.